So here's a guy, just a guy. His wife happens to be a healthcare professional. They're in a difficult situation. They get the chance in Texas, in the United States, to interview surgeons, oncological surgeons. They get the chance to interview them. Doesn't that happen all the time in Europe?
No, no. You enter a hospital and then you see Dr. X or Dr. Y, unless you have a private insurance, unless you make sure that you are educated enough to make the choice and organize it yourself. It's not the way that it works here in the United States.
So we have health insurance, which many hundreds of millions of Americans have. We have health sharing, which is increasingly a solid choice for many Americans. But you get to make that choice. If you like your health insurance, if you like your doctor, you can keep it as long as we say it's okay, or as long as they're on the list, some magic government list.
Right.
Right? Mark, let me go back to you. So a lot of times during the Democrat debates, you'll hear, well, we want to level the playing field. But what they mean is they want to level the playing field with dynamite and atomic weapons. How do we break through this bubble of bullshit?
Wait, you're talking logically now. All of those candidates, Mayor Pete, whatever his last name is, all the Biden, the whole crew, they all have the same agenda. Bernie wants to start faster and be more dramatic to be politically expedient. Buttigieg and Biden and the others are saying, well, you'll have an option to buy insurance, in a private way, which is not real. And they want to get to single payer eventually. So that's why don't believe any of that narrative. They're going for it all. That's why this fight is serious. That's why we need everyone in this room engaged on it.
Innovative drugs and devices not coming from Europe. Investment dollars not going to Europe. Talent coming into the US. What am I missing here?
Well, we are in a damn difficult situation. We have made a lot of mistakes in the past. Most of them were all with this socialist idea of making everything the same, one size fits all, and it doesn't. Because we are all individualists. We all have our different talents, we have our different issues, and it doesn't work if you provide the same solution to everybody. We need different individual solutions, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in education, whether it's in transport.
It seems as though Europe, broadly defined, Austria certainly, they've somehow managed to successfully disincentivize all of these things. Why?
Well, what
was the plan?
There was a reason why Hayek wrote The Road to Serfdom in 1944.
The road to socialized medicine is the superhighway of the road to serfdom.
Exactly. So this is why we need to be very careful and don't fall into this trap and not make the same mistakes as the Europeans have made, because it costs you dollars and dollars and dollars.
So wait a minute.
Look at the European budgets. I only have to say that.
You're saying we should actually look to Europe to learn what not to do.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't fall into those traps. Don't make the same mistakes, because you want to outcompete other nations. You want to be better than other nations, and you don't want to be in the middle.
High taxes, mediocre care, central planning. When's it going to change? When's it going to change in Europe? When are you guys going to get with the program?
When we hit the wall. I hope not. But you missed one thing: lack of innovation.
And lack of competition.
Yes.
And so when you look at the U.S., do you see innovation? Do you see competition? Do you see a system that rewards that?
Yes.
And we have to protect it.
I still do. And as an economist, I look at the facts and figures and numbers. And if we look at those and compare those, then you outperform many other nations. And I just tell you, keep outperforming, first of all, and second, even get better, and not fall into the traps that we have done in Europe by repeating the same mistakes over and over again. It doesn't help. You don't find solutions just because you do one thing once again and you knew it didn't work out 10 years ago or 20 years ago. and you try again, it still won't work.
So we don't want to import drugs, we don't want to import socialism, and we don't want to import a lack of innovation and competition.
Exactly, that's the most important.
David, you're actually suiting up every day.
Yep.
You know, what's going to help you do a better job going forward? How can government help?
Allow competition. You know, we believe in life,
Way.
liberty, the pursuit of happiness. John Locke says life, liberty, and property. We can't let people impede upon our life and liberty.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Palazzo, Barbara Kong, David Snyder, thank you very much.